This week, lots of packs of Magic Foundations are being opened, and many of the cards are becoming more affordable quickly. This video is sponsored by Flipside Gaming. Check out flipsidegaming.com for all your gaming needs. Right now, you can order Magic the Gathering Foundations products, or find a vast number of other great things on their website. Remember, shipping is free in the US if your order is over $100 or consists only of singles. Just look in the description or comment section below for direct links to their site. Hey there, this is John from Heroes and Legends, and welcome to another edition of the Magic the Gathering Market Watch, where today we're looking at the top 15 coldest Magic cards of the week. This week, almost all the cards on our cold list come from Magic Foundations products, which makes sense since lots of people are out there opening packs, supply is starting to catch up with demand in some cases. In fact, so many cards are sliding down in price, we're looking at the top 15 instead of the normal top 10 cold cards. Remember though, when we say cold, we mean cards that are moving down in price, not necessarily cards that are seeing less play. As always, our list is based on two things: the percentage decrease in the value of the cards, as well as the decrease in the number of sales from week to week. I also want to point out that we're not covering any of the Magic Foundations reprinted cards here because their older versions really aren't tanking the way the reprints are, just because they're trying to find their price point. But if you're interested in any of the great reprints from that set, definitely check out those prices because a lot of those are moving down too. Before we get into the top 15 though, just one quick thing. I want to say thank you to one of our Hero and Legends tier channel members. That is Joseph Capitani. Joseph, thank you for all your support. Thank you for all the comments that you leave on the videos. Joseph also usually makes it to the live streams, which is awesome. So thank you again, Joseph. I truly appreciate all the support you've given the channel. And now, without any further ado, let's get into it. Coming in at number 15 is Koala, a Johnny's Pridemate, down 237 to 320. That is a 43% decrease. This is our first of many Magic Foundations Jumpstart anime cards on the list today. There's one card from this subset included in each pack, and they were wildly popular out of the gate, leading to high release day prices. As packs have been opened this week, most of them have come down in price a lot since supply is starting to catch up with demand, and that is exactly what you're seeing here. Don't be fooled though, Koala is already a fairly popular commander, and the card is also appearing in commander builds around Arabo Roar of the World, and the new Arabo for Magic Foundations, Arabo the First Fang, among other places. Number 14, Wright of the Dragon Caller, down $246 to $5, that's a 33% decrease. This one is from the Magic Foundations main set, and it too is moving down as packs are cracked and demand is met. This is showing up in several commander decks already, including the Dragon. It's also appearing in builds around one of the Marvel Secret Lair cards, Storm, Force of Nature. Fumulus the Infestation comes in at number 13, down 280 to 960. That's a 23% decrease. Here's our second Magic Foundations Jumpstart anime card on the list, again moving down as more copies get into circulation. But like most of the cards we're talking about today, this one is getting played in Commander. Many are trying it out as their commander, while others are putting it in builds around cards both old and new. A couple examples include Alesha, who smiles at death, and Zask, skittering Swarmlord. Number 12, Herald of Eternal Dawn, down 309 to 212, that's a 59% decrease. Back to the Magic Foundations main set for this one, and like the others on the list so far, demand is getting satisfied relatively quickly for the card. It's appearing in several different commander builds, including two around a couple popular angels, Giada Font of Hope and Sigarda Font of Blessings. Giada was actually just reprinted in both the Magic Foundations main set and in the new Jumpstart set as an anime card. Number 11, Niv Mizzet Visionary, down 329 to 570, that's a 37% decrease. Here's another card from the Magic Foundations main set. This one is moving down in spite of the fact that it's seeing a solid amount of commander play. A lot of players are building around this card, but it's in the 99 of several decks too, like Niv Mizzet Perun for example. This is also in commander decks around a couple of the Marvel Secret Lair cards, Storm, Force of Nature, and Captain America, First Avenger. Quickly before I get to our top 10, just a fast reminder, this video is sponsored by Flipside Gaming. Check out flipsidegaming.com for all your gaming needs. Right now you can order Jumpstart products there, but they have a whole lot of other Magic the Gathering items as well, plus a lot of products that aren't even Magic related. Remember, if your order is over $100 or consists only of singles, shipping will be free in the United States. And if you're looking for a direct link to their site, just check out the description or the comment section below. I have links posted in both of those places. And now, without any further ado, let's get into the top 10. Coming in at number 10 is Sandstorm Crasher, down 404 to 225. That's a 64% decrease. This Magic Foundation's Jumpstart card, which is not an anime card, is seeing a lot of copies open, like all the cards we've seen so far. But this one is also moving down because it just isn't seeing much play yet. It has appeared in a few Neheb-the-worthy commander deck lists, but that's about it. Number 9, Pol Jamar Illusionist, down 410 to 1234. That's a 25% decrease. Here's another Magic Foundation's Jumpstart anime card trending down. Like the previous card, this one suffers from a combination of lots of copies getting out there and not a ton of interest when it comes to gameplay. I'm seeing a few commander deck lists around this card, but not all that many compared to the more popular cards in the set. Tack on the fact that this had a pretty high price point when it was released, and this drop isn't too surprising. Number 8, Third Mare of Destiny, down 461 to 1663. That's a 22% decrease. Another Magic Foundation's Jumpstart anime card moving down. This one had a pretty high price point upon release, but again, lots of copies are circulating now. I'm seeing Third heading up a number of commander deck lists online though, so there is more interest in this card compared to the last couple on the list. It's also one of those cards that will get better and more sought after as time goes on and more Pegasi, Unicorns, and Horses are printed. Our number 7 card was number 1 on the hot list last week. It's Marnius Kulgar, down 467 to 897. That's a 34% decrease. Finally, a card that's not for Magic Foundations. This is the regular foil copy from the Warhammer 40k Forces of the Imperium commander deck. It's a very popular commander and in the 99 of a few builds. For example, it's often in decks around the front-facing commander from its precon, Inquisitor Greyfax. Last week, you might remember, this spiked aggressively because of a video game of all things. The Warhammer 40k Space Marines 2 game has been very popular and it features the Ultramarines. Marnius Kulgar appears in the game too, and this had fueled more interest in the character and subsequently the card. Last week I said that I didn't believe the spike would maintain since it wasn't based on gameplay, and a week later the retraction has begun. After last week's spike occurred, many sellers put copies of this card up for sale to try to take advantage of the higher price point, and the extra supply helped to erode some of its recent increase. Number 6, Hurska's Sweet Tooth, down 527 to 1773. That's a 23% decrease. Back to Magic Foundation's Jumpstart anime cards with this one. There are players that love food tokens and life gain strategies. However, this card just hasn't seemed to hit like some thought it might. I'm seeing commander deck lists online built around the card, but not really all that many. So this moves down due to an influx of copies, lack of early interest, and a high release day price point. Number 5, Takeo, the Patient Avalanche, down 735 to 2444. That's a 23% decrease. Yet another Magic Foundation's Jumpstart anime card, but more importantly, this is a Ninja Turtle. This one is also moving down because of the amount of copies getting into circulation now. However, it's seeing a fair amount of commander play. Some are using it as a commander, and it's in the 99 of builds like Satoru Umezawa and the popular Yuriko the Tiger's Shadow. Takeo did have a very high price point upon release though, so I guess it's not too surprising to see this drop. Number 4, Nerdiv Devious Diver, down 855 to 1219. That's a 41% decrease. In a shocking turn of events, we have another Magic Foundation's Jumpstart anime card losing value. You know why it's moving down at this point, but I will say that this one too is seeing a fair amount of commander play. Mill cards and graveyard interactions always find their audience. This one is already appearing as a commander, and I'm seeing it in the 99 around Muldrotha the Gravetide at times as well. Number 3, Scythecat Cub. It goes down 1142 to 4846. That's a 19% decrease. This is from Magic Foundation's Jumpstart, but it is not an anime card. It's moving down, of course, because of all the packs being opened and because it had a very high price point upon release. But this card is getting a good amount of play in Commander. It has a fantastic landfall trigger that will be relevant in lots of different builds. The Commander deck lists where it has been appearing the most so far include Arabo Roar of the World, and a couple around Marvel Secret Lair cards, Wolverine, Best There Is, and Black Panther, Wakandan King. Additionally, Scythecat Cub has appeared in the Legacy Gaia's Cradle Control build. Right now it is a 2-of in that deck, and we'll have to see if the card can compete in the format, but it's definitely something to keep an eye on. Coming in at number 2, Bragon, Soldier of Miletus, down 1237 to 958. That's a 56% decrease. This Magic Foundation's Jumpstart anime card does not seem to be gaining much traction yet online. I'm seeing it as the commander in some deck lists, but really not that many. Combine that again with the fact that lots of packs are being cracked and the card had a high price point when it was released, and it leads to a really big price drop after week 1. And finally, coming in at number 1 is Rev Tithe Extractor, down $45.69 to $61. That's a 43% decrease. This Magic Foundation's Jumpstart anime card was priced at over $100 last week when it was released. Clearly, with all the copies entering the marketplace, that price just could not maintain. So Rev sees a sharp drop. However, the card is getting a good amount of commander play early on. I've seen some commander deck lists around this, and it's in the 99 of decks too. Some players want it for builds around a couple other Magic Foundation's Jumpstart anime cards. Those cards are Evereth, Viceroy of Plunder, and Ophelia, Viper Whisperer. It will be interesting to see where Rev's price lands in the end, but it is shaping up to be a solid commander card. And just like that, that will do it for our top 15 cold cards of the weekend, this episode of the Magic the Gathering Market Watch. Now, if you missed yesterday's episode, go back and check that out. We looked at the top 10 hot cards, and there's actually one Magic Foundation's Jumpstart anime card that made the list, believe it or not. Until next time, though, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like and subscribe, and have a great day. Hey, thanks for watching. This video is made possible through the generous support of viewers like you on Patreon. Check out the description below for links to our Patreon page as well as our Amazon affiliate store, where a small percentage of all sales will also help support the channel. Finally, if you haven't had a chance yet to subscribe, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the new videos on Heroes and Legends. Talk to you again soon, and have a great day.